3, 2, 1.
Wait. Hi, friends.
What's up, Goofy Geekers?
How was your week?
Long week for
Same.
me. Long week.
I wish this was booze. Actually, I'll make up for it on this weekend, on Saturday.
Oh yeah, you're going out.
Yeah.
Right? Oh.
I'm gonna be Irish for the day. I am Irish, but
Are you?
a little bit.
I don't know. Mom's side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know it's not that. Fucking full ass.
By the way, your thing on Facebook, like someone put the memory of your dad.
Oh, I
having
did.
You,
yeah.
Right. And I wanted to write underneath it, but I wanted to be like Brad Pitt. What's under the hat? What's under the hat? You remember like what's in the box? Did you ever watch Seven?
No.
Oh, okay. Forget it. Brad Pitt has a famous line. He goes, "What's in the box? What's in the box? Tell me what's in the box." I wanted to say, "What's under the hat?"
Oh.
Because he's ready for Disney, and I was like, "What's under the hat?"
Was that the caption? He was ready for Disney? I guess so, right?
Yeah. So let me tell you about my great day with a customer.
Oh yes, I forgot that you were going to tell me this. We talked a lot today.
This hurts my brain. Like I don't understand. Like I don't know.
When did this happen?
So it technically happened yesterday.
Technically. Got it.
Technically. So I try to think to myself, well, you're on the phone, you're a little bit nervous, you're trying to you see Ashley today. Your glasses. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I was trying to be funny. Sorry. You have glasses on.
Black eye immediately. Eye pops out.
Oh my. So I try to be
for the good reason.
I kind of like start to your humor. This is what it is. So
we didn't have this before yet.
I know.
We did a little bit.
Yeah, we did a little bit.
We were watching TikToks. We were almost late. Sorry, guys.
So
Ashley.
Ashley was like, I could have missed it. So I always try to have an open brain because they don't know what we're doing at my store, a shop. Uh-huh. So I always just think they don't get it. So a lady calls and says, "Hi, I have 2 dogs that need nail clipping, and I have a dog that needs a full groom." And I said, "Okay, have you been here before?" "Yes, my sister and I have been to you before. My sister has a dog, and I have 2 dogs." And I said, "Okay." So I said, "All right, so let's do the nail clipping first. I can do at 11 o'clock tomorrow, which would have been today on Thursday, right?"
Do they still have to drop the dogs off?
No, they don't have to drop. No,
okay,
no. They just come in, and it's like a 5-minute thing.
Got it.
The most, maybe 10.
Got it.
It's really a 1, 2, 3, because all we're doing is nails. Yeah. And it doesn't have like a whole system. Where the other thing is like 2 complete baths, an oil treatment, a haircut.
I was just
I know. So it's usually you just swing by, get it done in like minutes, and you're out. Mm-hmm. So we start talking, and she goes, "Okay, all right." And I said, "Okay, so what day do you want to do the haircut, the full grooming?" And she said, "Well, what days?" And I said, "I can actually do it on the same day." I try to do that for people, you know, if you can do it. So she goes, "Great." And she goes, "What time do I need to drop off?" And I said, that's you can pick. You can drop off 7, 7:30, or 8. But we close the doors at 8:10 because it's just me working. Mm-hmm. So object is I can't be where pups downstairs and upstairs. So you close up the shop.
Yeah.
At night. And I went, "What? Like, really? Like, what?" "Yeah, at night." And I'm like, "No, not at night." I actually forgot to turn my microphone.
Crazy. So I can't fucking hear you.
Oh, you can hear me. Sometimes you can't even. So she's like sitting there. So she's like, so I'm like,
2 hats of a whole idiot.
So I go, "No, that's not how it works." I said, and so now I'm getting confused because I feel like she's been here before.
Yeah.
So how does she not know how it works? So I go, "No, that's in the morning, right?" Now I just told her dog could be dropped off for 11, for the nail, like to be. So what did she think? It was 11 o'clock at night.
No, she probably thought 11 o'clock like in the afternoon, but then like the dogs were at night. That's what my brain went to.
Okay, like so, I would do a full grooming at night, but just nails in the morning.
Okay, well, so at my salon,
no, I know,
like, that's how that works. So, like, if I have time for like a wax,
right. So I go, no, it's during the morning, and she's like, oh, okay. So then she goes, well, I have 2 dogs that nail clipping. So I said, okay, and she goes, and this the other dog needs nail clipping. And I said, well, that's all included when you have a full grooming. Like I just said, it's ears cleaned, plucked, nail clipping, 2 complete baths. Well, it's a big thing. So I go, oh yeah. So she goes, all right. And I'm trying to like. She goes, so I'm going to drop them all off, and then I'm just going to pick them all up. I'm like, no, you I'm like, you can't do that.
This isn't a babysitting service.
It doesn't work that way. Yeah. And she goes, I don't understand. Why not? And I was like, well, if you drop off your dogs, then I have to charge you for the holding areas that they're in instead of the, just coming in, bang, bang, you're out the door. Like they're on the table for about 5 minutes and they're gone. And she's like, oh, I guess that makes sense. And I'm like, why am I feel like I'm going through like all of our rules? She goes, so I'll pick them up at 10:30 then. And I was like, which one? What are you talking about? The full grooming. I was like, no, I can't get the full grooming done because the full grooming's 2 complete baths, oil treatment.
You should have said, I can't do it the same day anymore.
No, because I knew she was all flustered. Like I could just tell.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know what you're trying to do, and I can't. So I said to her, because we have a first come, first serve. So at 7 o'clock, for example, if your dad came at 7 o'clock and said, I need my dog at 12:30, I'm just saying. And I'd be like, okay, I can do that. You know what I'm saying?
How long does it take for you to do the dogs?
Well, I'll just use your dog because it's well, we know Ashley knows. But
she's talking to us. I was also watching TikToks and it was almost late. We can hear you now. I don't know about YouTube, but we can.
So what happens is like I'll just use Ashley knows what kind of dog you have, but you have a King Charles.
Yeah.
So what we do is, and he gets a haircut, a full cut. So when you come in, we comb them all out, and because what happens is we can't, because your dad doesn't have them cut down short, so we have to comb out all the mats, all the nicks, or it'll make like chatter, kind of like if you have dreadlocks. Yeah. If you cut it, it'll make a chatter mark because you're cutting it longer, but because you have to cut underneath the mats, so it makes like a weird chopping. So you have to do that. Then he gets. Then usually we kind of like trim up as much as we can, do as much morning work as we can, and then what we do is then the pup will go. Now, if it's like a golden retriever, we have to comb it all out, strip out the undercoat using stripping knives, and they're called stripping knives. They're not really knives. Before everyone goes, oh my god, no. But we strip out all that undercoat, and then it goes into the bath. And then what happens is we wash it in a like degreaser. I try to think of what a degreaser, because I always feel like I can never explain it. But it's like
it's like Dawn.
It is, but it's not. It's not Dawn, but it's like that. It's supposed to take off all that natural oils and stuff that holds in all the dirt.
So the equivalent to that in hair life is
don't you guys must, because you guys I wash and then wash again.
Yeah, so we have I can't think of it now because all I have is degreaser in my head. Clarifying.
Right. And so you get that off, and then the main dirt is now off. Then you can use the specialty shampoo, which we've used. It all depends, because we have like hair. Yeah. And then, like yours, I would probably say if you're trying to color, you try to protect the color, or you try to, like, whatever you're doing, you use that
curly hair,
because now it works on the hair, not taking off dirt. It's doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
And then they get a conditioner, and then they get put more oils back in, more oils on top of all the other things. Actually, that's why my fingernails grow like so fast. Because Shannon goes, look, because I'm always in all those oils and all those natural stuff. And dog shampoo is made for an animal to be washed like once a month, because most people don't have, or more. Yeah. So it's so high in protein that I have a hell of a time doing my thumbs, because they've come in so hard that it's like snap.
Do you soak them? Why don't you soak them first? Or do it right out of the shower?
I that's what I do. Yeah. Right out of the shower. But before I used to do that, it was like rock hard. Yeah. It'd be like, oh my God, it would kill me. Because
your nails never break.
They don't. Like I can literally kill someone. I'm Wolverine. I grow these out.
I have scissor hands. You don't need the clippers.
And then they get put under air circulators. And a lot of people ask me, well, there's heaters. No, there's no heat. Only gets blown is room temperature heat. So it never really gets hot or cold. Mm-hmm. I would say it gets a little warm because machine going, and especially in the winter, everything's closed up. Yeah. In the summer, it's usually nice because it's basically nice AC air put on, and most of the pups are just like they usually knock out. You know what I mean? So then after they dry, which usually is about up to a 2 hour, sometimes 2.5. Depends what breed it is. Your dog actually takes longer to dry because it has a type of coat where it holds in the water instead of having an oily skin that repels it like a Labrador. Mm-hmm. I'm just talking about different breeds. Yeah. So what happens is then in the afternoon, we take them back out. We do everything we did in the morning, plus their nails, their feet. We trim up the pads and, trim up their feet if we have to do full clips. You
have to trim the pads?
Yeah. And that reason why is a lot of people do that is because if they have hardwood floors or tiles, that all that hair becomes like a slip and slide. Oh. And the pad. I don't trim the pad. Yeah. We call it the pads because it's all between the pads. I got you. Not
that makes sense. I was like, I feel like that hurts. No. But okay.
No. I don't know. We call it the pads because that's what you do. It's they're in between their pads.
Got it.
Yeah. Good question. That's a good question. Yeah. Like, I don't mind good questions. Like, that's a good question.
Why do you have anal sex?
That customer, never again. I just love, thank God, one of our good customers, a gay man's like, I never thought of that. I was like, thank you. I was like, thank you. Thank you. I love this guy. But I'm sitting there and I'm, so and then we put more oils, spray down oils and stuff like that. So we usually, and then
you slip right out of that.
No, but the object is that they, like you put so much natural oils on that you will see, the person's going to take a shower that night. Well, you're hoping not. You're like, hey, can you take a shower? Like, our dogs aren't going to take a shower for another month or whatever. Yeah. So it's important to keep. And the other thing is we took out all the natural oils, so we have to put it back in. Yeah. It's the same as you. Yeah. It really is. It's just that mine's an animal and yours is a person, which basically washes their hair every day or every other day or depends on the person. Mm-hmm. But she was just like, then the best part is when she actually brought it in. So I said, when the lady comes in, tell her we're going to do a special thing, which I'm going to skip lunch so I can get her out at 11:30. And then she can tell her to bring in the 2 clips and, like nail clipping and get her out at 11:30. It's really early for me, but it's not 11, but I push back everything, and I just skip lunch. She only had 1 dog. She was literally talking about the other dog. So she thought she had to make 2 appointments. So it was like all this, like I talked to her for almost 45 minutes to a half an hour.
Half an hour to 45 minutes, but yes.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And it was me explaining why we have to do what we do. Because why can't it just be early? Because we don't use heat dryers. What does that mean? That means it doesn't dry as fast. And like that also keeps, I don't have to tell you. Because what's the number one thing? No, what's the number one thing is the worst thing to do for your hair? Put in heat, right? Everybody, don't dry your hair with heat. Don't dry your hair with heat. It's the worst thing.
You're at the salon.
Right. Yeah, but realistically...
You just don't do it all the time.
We don't do it all the time. So we don't do it all the time. We do air circulate. It also keeps them way calm.
Oh,
because
sure.
Can you imagine a full,
hot,
like a hair dryer? Just put that in your face for 10 seconds.
Right.
Actually, you want to know when I did that, the character, and I had to do the braid wouldn't stay straight. So we had put gel in it, and I had to put like a hair dryer, right on my face. But I was like, at one point, I was like, I can't breathe, because it was on hot, and I was thinking, oh, this isn't bad until it was on my face. I was like, I can't. Like I was literally sticking my head out the window of the house to cool it off, so I could put more hot, so I could dry up.
Oh my God!
It was But that's I think, and she was just like, she's like, rah. And I was like, how do we go from A to Z? And they've been here before. How it should be even? See, to me, when people come all the time, it should be easier.
I hear you. We had somebody come into the salon yesterday, and
by the way, he's really nice. I'm not making fun of her.
Yeah, it was just like
it was one of those things where
you guys weren't communicating together.
I don't think she wasn't listening. Yeah. Like she had like I need to say A B, and I want to say it, and he needs, and I kept saying A B C D E F, and she's like A B C D.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
slow down.
Like I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can do, I can keep doing it. And like I said, it's just, I always like to think when people get on the phone, they get so nervous or they get so like, wait a minute, what do you do? Why can't you? At night? Why would I be bringing? I'm like, if you come all the time, there's no night hours here.
So we had somebody come in yesterday and they came on the front doors. We have 2 doors.
Right.
They have the upstairs and the downstairs.
Right.
And Karen's downstairs, but then the other Karen's upstairs.
Okay.
She comes in and she's like, I have an appointment with Karen at 4:15. 4:15.
Yeah, you're like,
so one? Upstairs Karen's is like, all right, well, I know it's not for me. So she's like, I was in my room, which is like in the middle.
Right.
And so
that's so weird because when I drive by that place, it does not look like a 3.
Have you ever been in there?
I've never been there. No.
I'll take you in there.
Okay. Are you going to perm my hair?
Yeah. This one. We'll give you like the curls like in Beast does.
The big banana curls. Yeah. The banana curls, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Hi, Ashley, how you doing? YouTube's like, what are these people doing?
So, 4:15. So Karen, this Karen, upstairs Karen, was like, "Oh, can you bring her down to the other Karen? I'm with a customer right now." I'm like, sure. So I bring her down. I'm like, "Oh, Karen, your next one's here, or whatever." And Karen's looking at her like she knows her, but she doesn't.
Like it's not ringing a bell.
Yeah. So, she she gives her a hug. Like the customer recognizes her
and knows her. And Karen's like, hi, because you don't want to be rude,
right?
And
she's like, I can't think of your name.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't recognize you.
Hi, hon, how you been? Like guys, hey buddy, how you been? And then as soon as they leave, your girlfriend, who's that? I have no clue. I know I knew him in high school, but I don't remember his name.
Yeah, I think I walked past him once. Right now,
I think that's the guy I hit in the hallway.
I took his notebook.
Yeah. You know his name? That always happens to me. Shane's like, who was that? I was like, I don't introduce you. Shut up. I don't know who they are.
So, whatever. She like goes to where like the nail stuff is. So she thinks she has an appointment. Like she's like, I have a nail appointment. Whatever.
Okay.
So Karen's like, and I'm like,
why would she? Why would you bring her down?
Right. And I say, Karen, this is your next one. She's like, not mine. She's like, oh, maybe she's for the other Karen. So she walked back up there. And Karen's
no, like, you're not telling her. You're not telling the customer you don't know.
No, because we don't know.
So you're totally trying
to like be cool.
Yeah, like, oh, have you gone upstairs and see the other Karen? No, come on. So she's thinking she's getting a deluxe tour, and really both of you behind her.
So our salon is like a big horseshoe, but there's upstairs and downstairs.
Okay.
So there's when you go on the left entrance, you're upstairs, and like that's you walk into like the reception area, and then there's 3
like waiting room, a little waiting room.
Yeah. And then there's 3 stations over here.
Okay.
And then you walk more, and then there's my room, and then you go downstairs, and then that's Karen's room, the pedicures and nails and all that. So she's in the front of the room where the nail tables are, looking for her color.
Oh no!
So Karen's like, she's not my appointment. I'm like,
oh no!
And the other Karen's like, she's
now
not
you
my
have
appointment.
a customer still sitting there.
I don't have anyone.
Oh, you don't have. I thought you said you.
But I'm going to have someone.
Okay.
So,
sorry,
you're fine. You're fine. So I went up to her. I'm like, I don't think you're in the right spot. She's like, I got a message yesterday saying that I had an appointment with Karen for today.
Right.
And she's like, I think I deleted the message, but let me check.
Right.
So she pulls up the message and I need this. Say this is my phone, the phone number. Right. So she's like this. This is the screen.
Right.
And I'm listening to it, and it's like, if you can't make, like, listen to whatever. Like any other automatic thing.
Right. Hi, if you can't make it. This is,
And I'm looking at the phone number. I'm like, that's not our phone number.
Right.
She's like, it's not? I'm like, no. And she's like, well, whose is it? I'm like, bitch, I don't fucking know. I didn't say that. I was like, I don't know, but it's not here. So she's like, oh, okay. And she like left.
You should call her back. I would be like, lady, you got to call back right here, right now. We need to get to the bottom of this.
Right. But who makes it, like why wouldn't you just call them then? Or, like, look up the number, or, like, if I've never been somewhere, I'm looking up where the fuck that is.
Yeah. There's a scam going on where they call you up, and they're like, you owe this back money, blah, 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 and you're in this trouble, right? And I'm like, all right, if I was in trouble, why are you calling me? Right. They don't warn you. The sheriff comes out and they serve you papers because everyone loves to serve before, I'm like, and yet every single day I have there's three, like, the prefix there number, different 4 numbers, but always come up like, hi, you have it. And it's never my name. Yeah. It's always like somebody else's name. I'm like, well, I'm not that guy, so I'm not even sweating in the first place.
Right.
And even if I was, I'd be like,
sorry,
I ain't doing nothing.
Oh, shoot, are you going to kill me?
I'd be like, you better go to the cops now, like, to the courthouse. Yeah. But they all think like they're going to get me. I'm like, get me on what? Yeah. Trust me, I have an ex-wife. She takes me to court anytime I'm taking her to court. Right. Well, not anymore because he's older, but when he was younger, we were always like, oh, look, the sheriff's here. I wonder what, Sue.
And I know there's, like, more than one Karen on the island.
I know.
But I thought, like, Karen even thought, like, I thought there was only, like, 2 Karens.
Right.
And, like, the other one works with us now.
Right, yeah.
So she's like, I don't know where she's from. And then she's like, well, maybe she's at this one place. And I'm like, I don't know where that is. She's like, oh, you don't know? I'm
and
like,
why does she act like she knew Karen? Like
she does. Oh, sorry. I
okay. Squirrel here. It's like, wow,
she does know her.
Oh, okay.
Her name is something.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to say on
like
here.
My customer. I don't
tell you. And she knows my sister-in-law, or like went to school with her or something, right. And then Allie knows her somehow. So wouldn't
you know if you went there or not?
She also had a gift certificate in her hand.
To another Karen. Another place.
It was in an envelope, but it was a gift certificate.
To another place.
Because she would almost open it, but she didn't. So I assume it was a gift certificate.
Right. But yet she doesn't know. But she doesn't know that she doesn't go to you guys? Like this is like,
well, we get random people all the time.
Do you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, once in a blue moon, we'll get that hi, and we always know it's an appointment someplace else. Yeah. And we always know that someone else gets some of our I'm here for Perry's, here you go, or we're here, and then all of a sudden you're like, this dog wasn't supposed to be here. Yeah. And then like once in a blue moon, we'll get that, but 9 out of 10 times, most people, like, it's usually husbands that first time dropping off, and their wives always do it or something. We
get a lot of new people, so it's like a revolving door. So it's kind of like
everyone always tries it out.
Sometimes Karen will like put a gift certificate in for
oh, I know you're talking about like at a church or something.
Yeah,
I know we do that too. And all of a sudden, this one person comes out of the blue. They're like, "Can I change this for cash?" We're like, "No,
that's not how that works."
And they're like, "Oh, great! I have a dog. How much is it?" Then it's like, "Oh, you mean it's not for the exact price? Because you just do the exact thing." And it's like, "No, there's more work on this pup because this was this type of dog."
This is starting.
Yeah, and it's always what?
Yeah.
It's like, you ever get people get to come in and be like, I want the whole treatment, and you're like, this is enough for A and B.
Or they give you a gift certificate from like 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Every price is different.
Right.
And it's like, well, this is gonna sort of cover some of it.
Yeah, and then they're like, what?
But we always put a cash amount, and then
me too.
like what you could use it for.
Yeah, but we do that too.
Like we use it for like if you want to exchange it.
But I always have that person that doesn't read it.
Yeah.
It's like 9 out
of 10. Because it could say like
it could say anal sex on it, and they'd be like, can I get this done? You're like, you know.
can you have anal sex with my dog?
Yeah, they have no clue what's in there. Right. But I feel like half the time, like I just want cash, or it's the okay, I want this, and they come with like this dog that hasn't been touched in like 30 years, and you're like, is it alive? Like, because it's like it's so overgrown. They're like, I'm like, well, these are your options.
Yeah.
And they're like, I don't want that. I want to be all combed out and look like a show dog. You're like,
okay, well, this is our starting price. It's gotta be more than this. Sorry. Well, thanks for calling me out for always forgetting my gift cards or gift certificates. I didn't say that, but even then, like we'll use like that some of the price or whatever, and then like you pay like the rest.
Like, yeah. But I think I always find that people come with them expecting that
everything's paid
for. Yeah. Like I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna walk away, and I'm gonna.
I had someone recently. She got a gift certificate for like foils and a highlight. Right. I mean, same thing. Yeah. Foils and a cut.
Right.
And she got like I think it was enough for like our original price, right. Back in December. It was for Christmas.
Back in the 70s.
But we changed prices beginning of the year.
Yeah.
So then like she had to pay more, and you could tell she was like a little frantic about it. But it's like
actually that happened to us.
I'm not gonna honor the old one.
We have certain things,
especially because she canceled on me twice.
Oh, we have a thing where if you do certain things, you get like a free grooming. Mm-hmm. So they got a free grooming, but that's a free grooming of your basic grooming.
Yeah.
And every time they get free grooming, they were like, oh, I want anal sacs done, I want this done, I want this done, I want my nails filed, I want this. And you're like, you never ask for any of this all year round. And you're like, but that's not included. It already not just your regular grooming is, and they're like, what?
What's regular grooming? Is it just like bath?
No. Regular grooming is like whatever you have done all year.
Oh, okay.
And so, got it. But the extras are never part of your regular grooming. So for like your dog, I got like you want it clipped, feet trimmed, that 2 complete baths, like that type of thing. You can't come in and be like, I want anal sacs done. I want my nails dogs filed. That's all extra. That's all, or pick up and delivery. That we don't do anymore, but we used to do. And people are like, what do you mean? I'm like, that's not included. Right. Like maybe those are all extras. Mm-hmm. I thought that was included. I love the ones that complain. Your guys are getting, but this is years ago. You guys are getting really expensive. I was like, well, if you get rid of this anal sacs and you get rid of, I'm just saying, get rid of the pickup and
coin from you.
The pickup and delivery, and this, and it's like, oh, you're the same price I just went down the street. You're like, you just want all the extras, and then you're complaining it's too much. Yeah. But we don't do pickup and delivery anymore. But I got that a lot. I got that one lady like got mad at me. I pay so much money and I do all this, and this is getting more expensive. And I'm like, we haven't gone up in this price. Like I've never gone up on the price. Like because my dad used to, especially back in the day when my dad was in charge, he used to like kind of lock you in on that dog.
Yeah.
And then that's how much it was until the dog passed on. And then when the dog passed on,
it was a new price.
It was the new price with the new dog, but you got locked in.
Yeah.
Forever, how long that dog? And I can't tell you how many. Hey, I paid. That's mine. It's like
it's a new dog.
It's a new dog. Yeah. It's like
yeah.
I feel like the more you try to help people, the more madder they get. And I blame pizza places. Do you remember back? I think you will be. You can remember this. Do you remember when the big thing in pizzas was, "Hey, I have a coupon. You don't have to give them to them. You just say you had a coupon. You got the coupon," and they took the money off. Like no one complained, but you never had to give.
My friend does that.
Huh?
My friend does that.
Yeah. Okay, but that used to be like an international thing. Like I don't know why. Like in the 2000s or maybe 2010s. I don't know. Like whatever. Everyone was just like, yeah, we'll give it to you. Yeah, we'll give it to you. We'll give it to you. So people you never gave coupons. Like you're just like, I'm here for the deal. Just give me the deal. And then what happened was people just forgot that it was a deal. And then when you said, okay, give me the deal, and there was no more deals, people started getting annoyed because it was like, they're like, well, you need the coupon now, or you need this. And they get mad. They're like, no, I'm telling you. No, it doesn't work like that. And then people got annoyed. And I blame that because I felt like everyone just got like, oh, we didn't care? No comment. I don't think anyone heard that.
That was for us only.
Only for us only. I hope that was Sammy.
It was Sam.
I said Sammy, I meant Sam. But and I felt like we got to a point where people just walk in and they're just like, I want the deal, I want the deal, and they don't understand the bigger picture of all of it. And then it just got like any deal you were giving them, they weren't appreciative towards it.
Yeah.
And I still think people kind of that way.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, I was watching a live TikTok of somebody getting a haircut.
Yeah.
It was over $200 for a haircut. So I texted Karen, I'm like, if anyone ever fucking complains about our prices, I just watched somebody get a $200 haircut, so they have no room to talk.
Great example right here. I have well, he's not on tonight, Jack, because he's probably working.
Oh, she heard it.
Oh, she heard it.
Perfect.
Perfect. Honey. Sorry. Jack. That's horrible. Jack's not on, but Jack has kind of become a toy collector, but he's like collecting them hardcore. And I was telling him how he lives in like Michigan or somewhere in that area, and he was saying that most of the figures are like $20 or 19, 18, like somewhere in that range. And so I found a figure that he was looking for, and I told him that I would mail it to him. I had to take a picture of the receipt because it was $25 for the same figure that he buys for $18 out there. And he's like, because I told him it was like 25. He's like, no, it's not. I'm like, yeah, it is. I got to keep I got to keep everything on the down low because money goes through way faster here, you know. And he's like, what? And
why do you keep getting out of here? Sheesh.
No, I don't know.
You want to go home and we'll continue?
We should do one on the road.
On the road?
On the road. We should just be like, put that right on, just put them on, take this one, and just be like, hey, we're going somewhere.
Okay. You're driving.
Interview people.
I'll hold the camera.
You can't do that, can you?
No.
You can't talk to strangers?
No.
Oh, I could do. I love talking to strangers. Actually, I get in trouble with the boss.
Most I can do is like, oh, I like your shoes. I was at the gym the other day and she had like highlighter hot pink shoes on.
Wow.
I was like, oh, I really like your shoes. And she was like, oh, thanks. And I walked away. I'm like, I can't. That's most.
She's like, stranger danger. No, man. I get in trouble with Shannon.
You took a fucking dog off a meat truck.
I do. We went to go to our first concert. I talked to the two people next to us. I tried to talk to the girls next to us. They were so drunk they couldn't even stand up. They were just like saying that. I'm like, they're fine. I laid up talking to these people, and they kept being like, "Hey, we got this. We got some drinks here. You want some drinks?" They're like, "We got this too." And I was like, "No, I don't need that. I got to drive home." And she's like, "We like you guys," and this one's like, "Why are you talking to people we don't know?" And I'm like, "Cause."
I don't mind.
I literally sitting next to him. What am I supposed to do?
I'll talk to you if you talk to me first.
Oh, yeah. Then. Yeah.
And then it's like, I'll talk to you a little bit, but then it's like, after that, I'm done. Like, don't continue.
So basically, Ashley with me.
Pretty much. All right, we going to do these?
Okay. Do we have time?
It's 7:30.
Okay. So what's our... Oh, yeah. Okay.
So I found these... You're
going to have to really turn it because I can kind of see it.
Well, don't look at it. I found Amazon, like funny Amazon reviews.
Okay.
And I want you to try and guess what they are.
Oh, great.
But I also have to like try and like I probably have to skip over some of the words.
Because, you're like, this blow up.
I didn't read all of them. I read some of them though. I bought this blank for my son 2 years ago for his birthday. I knew he loved dinosaurs, but I didn't realize it would escalate to an obsession. He now goes around the house pretending to be a dinosaur. He would take the eggs from the fridge, go to the toilet, and stick it up his colon. Then, when he felt ready, he would go to the driveway for all the neighbors to see, drop down his pants, and poo it out like a dinosaur on its period. Sadly, has gotten so involved with this dinosaur life that he's leading... Sadly, he has gotten so involved in this dinosaur life that he is leading that I fear that he has now slipped into a spell of extreme depression as none of the eggs ever hatched. I see him crying on the driveway and desperately sticking his hand up his bum looking for more eggs that might hatch. This has not only caused a decline in his mental health, but also I'm concerned for his anus. We are having to use tampons on his bum to stop the leakage. He stretched it too far. I fear this is not normal behavior for a 29-year-old.
Oh, 29-year-old? I had a picture. This is a freaking 3-year-old. I'm like, damn, this kid's committed. I'm like, I was afraid to touch anything on my body when I was little.
Most of his old friends are married and some even have children.
29-year-old?
The doctors are now incredibly worried about him. His anus is now beyond repair. He sometimes wakes up screaming at night. What do you think this product is?
Okay, wait a minute. Stop.
We got a lot to unpack here.
There's a lot to unpack. First of all, my kid is shitting out
5
eggs.
stars, by the way.
5 stars. My kid is shitting out eggs at 29 years old. Would have got my foot up his ass and told him knock the shit off. Go live someplace else and shit out eggs someplace else.
Uh-huh.
I am not. Listen. I am not good. You want to dress up like a pet? I'm like, no, listen. You want to dress up because that's some kinky thing or something that you and your partner or whatever is into. I respect that. Okay? Everyone has to have their thing. Yeah. Okay? But listen, you are not a dinosaur. You are not a kitty. You are not shitting at some public place outside, like at the schools or at college or anything like that. You do that at home. I respect that because cats and dinosaurs don't live in this world. Okay?
Cats don't?
No, I'm talking about out in the world.
Okay.
Yeah. Does your cat read? Does that cat need to go to school?
Yeah, she does.
She can't even see. She squints. It's nighttime.
Yeah.
No sun. Why'd she squint? I feel like this is the dinosaur outfit. Like that blow up dinosaur outfit.
It's a dinosaur t-shirt.
A t-shirt? It's a t-shirt? What? Listen, I am all up for... Listen, I try to keep myself very open to these things because I always feel like people have their needs. But I feel like people's needs are going further than life stuff. Like, for example... I'm going to say right now, I buy action figures, but guess what? I got to buy food for the house. I got to buy stuff for the house or stuff for a kid. Or when I had my kids when they were all little, I didn't buy as many figures because it was all about my kids because they came first. Then when they left the house, then it was all about me. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm the only kid left.
Yeah.
Okay? And I know when I go, those toys are going to go to him. Or them, actually her. You know what I'm saying? But this is stuff that I get, like, as a parent, I'd be screaming at my kid. Be like, no way. You are doing this someplace else, not in front of me.
Figure it out.
Figure this shit out. Because obviously this kid doesn't have a job. And whatever his mom bought him, a t-shirt. I really was going for the blow-up thing. Because that would have
made more sense.
I would have been like...
T-shirt.
Or like an outfit, like a pajama, I picture this guy really being, because if he's out there shitting out eggs, how do they know he's a dinosaur? Just because he's wearing a t-shirt?
Yeah.
It'd be no, I'd be like, what was that?
A dinosaur on his period.
And why would eggs come out on his period? Wouldn't it just be in labor?
Yeah.
I feel like there's so much I wouldn't like. You're like, you want to go to the next one? I'm like, there's so much more. And what do you do as a neighbor? Gladys, look, the neighbor kid is shitting eggs on the floor again.
Just a normal Tuesday.
And he's out there with the eggs, all crying because it won't. It was like, doesn't the parent run it over? Like, my eggs! Oh
my God. All right, moving along here. You're probably gonna guess these
no
because
comment
of...
from Ashley. She's like,
I know. She's like,
I know him.
I am him.
Now I'm going to drive by her house and be like, Oh, that's what the stains on the driveway. Eggs.
I order these blank every couple of months.
Wait a minute, I got another question.
Yeah, what?
What kind of eggs is he putting up there to stretch it that far?
Chicken eggs.
Yeah, but that's not. I mean, gay men have bigger toys.
Probably puts more than one in there. You don't think?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Having like 5 eggs up there and trying to push that out, or carton eggs, you're like, that's a lot of pushing.
See, that's a lot of pushing.
I don't know. This guy must like labor. I don't think I would be able to. After the first egg,
I don't even want
only child.
I order these blank every couple of months. They are better at holding water than my hands. I mean, with my hands, I can hold maybe 4 or 5 ounces of water.
Yeah, we all learned that at the age of 1. I cannot believe who did it in the bathroom or the shower as a little kid. Like, yeah, have you done that? Like, or even better, you brush your teeth and you take that little bit of water in your hand and you go, and you're like, it's not working yet. Like, who don't you already? Like, I can't.
Okay,
this is already stupid.
And I have to wash my hands really well before I do it, unless I'm eating Indian food. In that case, I let the flavor spice up in my beverages. And now,
is this Haji that lives on like the side of the creek?
And now, and no matter how well I wash my hands, they also seem to leave distinct taste in the beverage. Maybe it's the soap I use. Either way, these blanks are more convenient. No more sitting at home on the couch with one hand holding a tub of popcorn with a corn dog in it, while the other hand holds 4 ounces of soda to help wash it all down.
What is wrong with these people? There's someone out there with soda, like they're like, honey, grab some popcorn and be like, pour like an ounce of water. Like, who?
I used to eat most of my meals by the sink or just straight out of a 2-liter, but I felt it was classless.
Just cut a freaking 2-liter bottle, drink out of that, drink out of a can, drink out of, like, am I the only one thinking this way? Isn't there plenty of things?
It's just funny.
I would drink out of freaking mayonnaise bottles. It was clean. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you clean, you wash it out, you drink out of it.
So what are these?
Cups. I think he's never heard of a cup before. It's a cup?
Yeah, they're solo cups.
Solo cup. Get them. This must be, is an Indian man? That's all I kept thinking. It was a little Haji, like, by the end of, like, you know, by, like, dirty water and be like, oh, water. You know, like, anything I can drink.
By the way, 5 stars. This one is only 2 stars.
5 stars for solo cups.
Mm-hmm. 2 stars for this next one.
Oh, I can't. You know, cups been around way longer than solo cups.
The description is not a good weapon.
Okay.
I got these in the mail. It was the only present I wanted, and I wanted to use them immediately. You see, every day when I walked to school, these guys named Ronald and Chester push me to the ground and call me names and say I'm no good. Then they always rip up my homework and take every single one of my pens and pencils away.
First of all, how is he not jumping on the whole
Ron and Chester?
Chester. I mean, yeah. I'd be making fun of those
Chester, guys. Chester, I didn't know her.
I'd be like, her name's Chester.
What are you, a Cheeto eater?
I'd be like, get the hell out of here. I don't even know what. I was like, there's so much to say.
Right.
Like, I'm like, just walk away.
One time, they made me eat a whole pencil, and my mouth was bleeding for 2 days. If I say stop, they punch me in the tummy. I have to borrow a pen in class, and the teacher always says, Etcherson, why ain't you got a pen? This is school. Where'd you think you were coming today?
Is it the 1950s? Because I feel like these guys have like 1950. This is
2010.
What kind of name is Chesterton?
Esterton?
Yeah.
Etcherton?
Yeah. Like, what's kind of name?
Etchison.
Yes, they're asking for their kids to get beat up. Right. Go ahead, move along.
Every day. So when I got the blank, I decided to take matters in my own. Or, I can't say that.
Okay.
I walked to school with these on, hidden behind my back. When the 2 guys come up to me, I pull them out and said, I think 2 bum munches owe this guy some pencils. I start waving my hands in a windmill style punches, and I hit Ronald in the chest, but then Chester stabbed me in the leg with a knife, and they ran off. Now I'm in the hospital because I didn't tell anyone for too long, and it got infected. My parents are really mad at me. I hate college.
College? I can't. What is wrong? I can't. College. Oh my God! I'm thinking middle school here. I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I thought middle
last sentence.
There's no way that I. There's no way. As soon as I hit high school, there was no more bullies. I got bullied in middle school because you know why? I told them to go pound sand. I'd be like, I'm not doing it. You and I will beat the hell of each other before I get put into that locker. I was like, that won't happen. It won't happen. And they're like, yeah, let me try. I'm like, I will really bite you. I will
bite you.
I will do whatever it takes. I will do everything. I was like, it ain't happening.
Yeah.
If I was in college,
what do you think they are?
I wanted to be nunchucks really bad, but there's no way. I was like, oh, please tell me it was nunchucks. And then you're like, and then I hit his chest. I have no clue. I have no clue what these are.
Wild guess.
Wild guess. Something foam something. Or a Nerf thing. That's what I was thinking of.
Hulk smash hands. And that's why I couldn't say. So when I got the Hulk hands, I decided to take matters in my own. Or should I say Hulk's hands?
Do they understand it's foam? It's not going to hurt them. I hope this guy works at McDonald's because I don't think Hulk hands. How could you possibly think that this is a good idea?
I don't know. You're gonna guess this one right away, but
that's right.
It's still funny.
It's still funny. Go ahead.
5 stars. And the description says, "I once was blind, but now I see."
Unless they're the freaking color changers classes.
I can't believe I wasted 30 years of my life being played by a multi-billionaire dollar toilet paper industry. It rubs you raw, is bad for the environment / plumbing, doesn't even get you clean, and it costs you money every week. Are you kidding me? Comes with everything you need. Didn't even necessarily need to use the tools, just my man hands. After a quick install, I was eager to go poo. I had a nagging dingleberry, which I knew toilet paper would just smear. And I left... and I'd be left wiping my leather Cheerio raw for the better part of 10 minutes before finally giving up and jumping in the shower. Not anymore. The cooling, high-powered water pressure blasts that crap right off. And if you're a blind person, this product is a must. No more checking the toilet paper because you know the poo is gone. I am walking around on a humid day and haven't had gig butt yet. I don't know what that means.
It probably means like swamp ass. Like
okay.
When it gets all sweaty and then it's...
Got it.
Everything's all gross down there.
The product will make you a believer.
Yeah. Obviously, we said water pressure, so it was literally a hose up her ass.
Yeah, it was. How'd you know? It's a bidet. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. That actually kind of makes sense to a certain point, and then it doesn't because you just kind of sit there and go, I kind of get that, especially time of year it is, because I think it's hard to be a guy. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to be a girl too, but it's hard to be a guy when you do that because it feels like no matter how much you clean, sometimes it's never clean.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a firm believer on that.
So. It says the product like 5 times in it, so okay. I'm just gonna tell you what it is. Oh. It's Zippo 4-ounce lighter fluid. 5 stars. Delivers what it promises.
It's fluid, yes. You pour it into your Zippo. And...
Stop, because you're reading it. It's a can of lighter fluid. It's flammable. There's 4 ounces of it. Do you want 4 ounces of flammable liquid fluid?
I can't see it. You're reading it.
Pretty much what you said.
Those are the people that need the match instructions.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good one. She giggled.
5 stars. Great compliment for my skin art. Unfortunately, I already had this exact picture tattooed on my chest, but this blank is very useful in colder weather.
A t-shirt? He had that tattoo to his chest? He's more manly than I am. Can you even see that? Oh, Jesus. She's like, what? The other people are like, what about us?
Oh, I'm turning it.
Oh, there's no way you're going to see this. It's a bunch. It's three wolves howling at the moon. So why would you buy a T-shirt? Why would you buy that if you already have it?
It may have been a gift.
So you do 5 stars on it?
Yes.
Oh, this is a good gift. Let me tell you. Someone bought me a gift that I didn't want. I am not reviewing it.
I would. That'd be hilarious.
Would you? How many times have you done it?
0. For colder weather, duh.
It's a T-shirt, not a sweatshirt.
Well, it's a little brisk out.
Yeah, a little bit nipply. It's like, no. There goes the wolf's eye. There goes the wolf's eye.
Moon is just out there today.
Yeah, you know what his pickup line is. Hey, you want to see the moon tonight?
3 stars. A decent sophomore effort. For this next one. Gotta show the tattoo with and without the shirt. For those of you who don't know, this is God's second novel after the Old Testament. It's a marked improvement, but in my opinion, he got rid of a lot of his previous angst and scorn, and he has really begun to show some of the maturity present in his later works. He's become much more loving and kind to God, and noticeably, he doesn't throw nearly as many tantrums as he did in the first book. That said, there is still vast room for improvement. Plot-wise, there isn't really much suspense, and the story can be incredibly repetitive. In like 4 chapters, he just rewords the same basic story over and over again. To top that off, he puts those chapters one right after the another, like we wouldn't notice. I like the whole Jesus character, but let's face it, the whole good guy martyr thing has been done before. There's no need to devote so much of the book to that guy. If you're really looking for a good God read, check out the Koran or the Book of Mormon.
That's what I thought. I thought it was going to be the Book of Mormon. I thought it was going to be. You said the second book, which is supposed to be the. Go ahead.
They're much more polished. Plus, the storytelling in the Book of Mormon is wild. Some people say it goes too far to point it as evidence that God's over the hill, but I beg to differ. Just read it. God's like a genius or something. I mean, magic spectacles. Tell me this isn't awesome. I don't know how he dreams up some of this crap.
I do have a question for you. I know you're not super religious.
Yeah.
But do you know enough of the Bible and each thing? Like no. Book of Mormon. Okay. So supposedly the Bible was written, and then it was like redone again because it became Latin and it became different languages, and then it gets rewritten again. And then supposedly the Book of Mormon was supposed to be someone in Utah who basically, and I can't think of the name, not trying to be disrespectful. I'm sorry. I didn't prepare, but
how could you?
He lands up talking to God and then writing another book. Mm-hmm. Okay. But do you ever stop and wonder who's writing the book now? Like if we were writing the book through all of those things.
Hey, there's the book. Sorry.
Squirrel. That's an attack in my face. There's the bug dials. Ah! Get it out.
Sorry.
Do you ever wonder who's writing the stories now for the future?
I don't care.
I wonder what they write. Because you know how each one of them has like a message and stuff? Yeah. Do we not have messages of now?
I don't know.
So is he talking about the Bible?
The Holy Bible, King James Version.
Right, which is the very first. It's basically the very first.
It's the second one.
It is the second one. It's actually, I believe that's the one who's changed into Latin and English. Okay. Where before it's only in the other languages.
That's really distracting.
Well, distracted because I wanted to kill it like a half hour ago, and now it's going to be like laying eggs in my brain.
There's no brain there. Come on. All right.
Not after Monday.
5 stars. Saves $58,000. What a deal.
I didn't buy this product.
I wasn't going to buy this blank, but then I noticed Amazon had it with $58,000 off. What a deal. With the money I've saved, I purchased a brand new BMW and still have money left over for a Disney vacation. How many watches? Well, I told you what. Yeah. Save you money and buy a car and a vacation.
It can't be Rolex, though.
Now, whenever I see someone with money troubles, I tell them to buy this watch and save $58,000. I am considering buying 10 of these watches so I can save $580,000 and buy a house on cash. Retirement saving is also no longer a concern for me, as I plan to buy one every year to live off the $58,000 I save. It's just like a defy extreme.
It's not even like a good watch. No. It's just like a normal watch.
Yeah. $58,000 off? Sheesh, what a deal.
I don't think he understands how it works.
No.
I wonder who reads this and believes it. You ever think there's a moment?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Thanks for your review.
And then all of a sudden, like, goes to buy it and waits for the money to come, and they're like,
crickets. So I'm gonna have to tell you what this is.
Okay, that's fine.
Just because it's so funny. Mm-hmm. Smart Kegel pelvic floor exerciser plus free app. 5 stars.
Is the free up? Is it try to get your pelvis to get up?
Free app.
Oh, app. I thought you said up.
I've always wanted the NSA to know how strong my Kegel muscles are.
I do. I'm constantly walking around wanting to know how people's
Kegels are?
Yes. But yeah, for obvious reasons.
Let me get it and I'll let you know.
Your luck actually be like, why do I get all these results on my phone?
Like our phone up there.
Because oh no, that's okay. No one gets that joke. I just realized that Jesse put something on my phone because I'm not I don't really have a smartphone. I do have a smartphone, but I don't really use it. So she went to go look up something, but now every time she goes to our account, she needs my phone to approve it. That's why I said. That's why the joke is. I just use Ashley because she was.
Yeah. 4 stars. My wife and I can now use this product simultaneously.
Oh, good.
Now all we fight about is our crippling alcoholism and my unhealthy obsession with Dakota Fanning.
Well, she is pretty. Dakota Fanning is pretty hot, so I give her that. A little weird, but I feel bad because I feel like you judge a person by interviews, but you don't really know them. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping it's the DVD of Grey, of what is it? Something Grey. 50 Shades of Grey.
It is not.
It's a book.
It is a light up 4-port travel AC power adapter charger hub with interchangia. It's a thing to charge your phone with.
So where does Dakota come in? Well,
and that's all they fight about now. Now they don't. Okay, it said my wife and I can now charge all of our devices simultaneously.
Right.
Now all we fight about is our crippling alcoholism and unhealthy obsession with Dakota.
How does alcohol get involved in that? They're like, oh my god, I gotta plug my phone back in. Hello? Can I help you?
Okay. 5 stars. Saved my life.
I can't say it, so you're good.
When I turned state's witness, they didn't have enough money to put me in the witness protection program. So they bought me this blank and gave me a list of suggested places to move. Since then, I lived my life in peace and safely knowing that my old identity is forever obscured by this life-saving item.
I'm going to say mustache. They're like, it's a mole. It's a fake little mole. It has on his nose or something.
It's a horse mask.
That's a horse's head.
Wow. Oh, wow, that works well.
Wow, I feel like a jackass.
You can't see it.
You can't see it. You can't see it. It's fine. Wow.
I was going to use my iPad, but I forgot to charge it.
Whoa, hold on.
What? 5 stars. Well worth the wait. What time is it? Okay.
I wonder, did he walk around with that on?
Yes.
Like, hey, Sally. They're like, who's the horse head guy? That's Joe. Hey, Joe.
Joe Horses.
It's Joe. Yo, what? Jumper? I don't even know her.
Sure, these things are pricey, but you get what you pay for.
Absolutely. I believe in that.
I work 60 hours a week all year long, and I finally was able to purchase these things. I put them on, and you could immediately tell that these weren't your average $60 things.
Wait a minute. He works 60 hours a week all year round to be able to afford a $60 thing. Oh, fuck. I heard a thing and I swear to God, Jesse.
Check my bag.
No, if it's crawling on your back, it's staying. I heard a clink and I
don't like that.
Yeah, I didn't lie. I told you we should have killed it. Good.
All right.
Good. I hope it's on Grandma's
blanket. They may have the same amount of form, comfort, shape, and performance, but they are way more stylish. Like $3,000 stylish.
Nice.
Sometimes my daughter complains.
But it's only for $60, though.
Right. But the style, $3,000. Yeah. Oh, it's over there.
How'd it go over there so damn fast?
I don't know.
Doing laps. Well, it was over there.
I'm going to name this the bug.
Go ahead. Squirrel.
Sometimes my daughter complains, though. She'll say these things like, why aren't we going to eat tonight? And I'm tired of sleeping in the street. But then I show her my awesome blanks.
$60 thing. So he works 60 hours a week.
He's getting paid like, what, 30 cents a day?
Obviously. Little Haji.
And she shuts her little bitch mouth.
Well, yeah.
Great things. Do you recommend?
I'm going to say this is some really good cardboard. Those like plastic cardboard that's like really good.
Oh,
but
yeah.
You know,
it sucks, yeah.
It sucks enough, but still better than cardboard. Right. You buy them at, I know because I have 2 black pieces of, they're called plastic cardboard. And it's like just, you could make a little house out of that, little kid. Shut the hell up.
Bitch. Yeah, but what are they? That's what you think it is? They're Nike shoes.
Oh yeah, that makes all this space. That changes everything.
$60 for this ish.
$60. That's for
the most ugly shoes you could possibly buy.
Yeah, but that's a lot of work.
$3,000 stylish.
Yeah, but for $60. Yeah. And he's worked 60 hours.
So does he just stop working after that?
Obviously, who works more after you get? That's like a piece of heaven right there. You don't need any more. You get those shoes, you're just like, I'm done.
I forgot about this one.
I'm surprised you even had kids. I'd be like, kid, if you could work as hard as me, you could have your own shoes like this. Or dad might pass them down to you when he comes. Would you want this when daddy dies?
5 stars. Keeps my son from sinning.
I'm leaving my pay to Ashley.
All you, bestie.
$3,000, but it's all $60.
Keeps my son from sinning.
Keep my son from sitting.
Keeps my son from sinning.
Okay. Attack on the chair.
My son is going through be starting puberty in the next year or so.
Oh Jesus. Throw the kid right under the bus.
Back him up.
Where's Jack?
Oh good. This one's for you. Oh, sorry, Ashley. You don't get them anymore.
No, she says I don't need their shoes. Nope. Even my shoes, like $60 shoes with the $3,000 to Jack.
Perfect. Since his father left me and I'm now raising him on my own, I bought one of these for him to wear when he's not being supervised. It's well made and I'm sure he's unable to take it off without removing the lock. I know.
Chastity belt. I'm going with chastity belt. This is how they keep him not to go blind.
I know it's a great product because he absolutely hates it. I don't enjoy seeing him unhappy, but I enjoy the peace of mind knowing that isn't messing around at school, sitting at night, and most of all, I'm glad he's remaining pure for the Lord. He is counting the days, 8 years, until he's old enough to join this seminary and be able to take it off. Great products. Thanks again.
Chastity belt.
Horny male chastity device, metal wire cage.
Yeah, they. Fuck that. My mom bought that, we'd be fighting. They'd be fighting. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. No way. No way. Explain to me. Stop. Wait a minute. Go back wherever you. I didn't see it. So go back. I have a question for you.
Yep.
Young men can't control when they get excited.
Right. Ow.
Yeah.
How does it stay on? Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot. This is going too far. Is this for the holding of the...
That's what I want
to know. Is this gently holding the...
Gently caress. Smoke break.
I need to take a break.
After that one?
No, but seriously, that would hurt.
Okay, I'm going to have to tell you this one.
Okay, tell me this one. Okay, is it the last one for the night? Or what time are we?
It's 8:05.
Oh, we have a couple.
5 stars. Upgraded to Windows 95 from Windows 8.
Wait a minute. Windows 8? Was there such a thing?
Windows 8 is the newest one.
Oh, it is? I didn't even know that. Yeah. I just knew 95.
Not the newest one, but
I just knew 95 was my,
Windows 8 is newer than 95.
Right. Okay, I got you. It's 08. Yeah, I got you. Okay. I feel like it was 95 and then it was just like, I don't use Windows anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
pretty much.
I feel like once 95 got done, it was that XP thing, XP Windows or whatever, and I was like, or not, was it XP Office or something? I was like, nope. Yeah. It was like, I couldn't understand it, and it just went to like...
Yeah.
Where I don't even use Windows. I just use whatever I use. I don't even know what I use.
Facepalm. That'll hurt in the morning. Ooh. Okay. I upgraded to Windows 95 from Windows 8. Before, in Windows 8, I had to go to the ginormous start screen to launch the program on the desktop.
That's in everyone.
But now in Windows 95, there's a start menu that makes launching programs so much easier. A lot of the default programs that came with Windows 8 are in Windows 95, like calculator, Paint, Notepad, etc.
Yes.
A notable and cool in Windows 95 is the briefcase.
Yeah, I remember that.
I can stick folders in it and bring the file up in another computer. Nope, that was quick.
Yeah, well, he's on a break. He works.
Oh. Was that when the computer blew up, Niles?
Yeah, that's when it blew up. Actually, no, I remember 95 was one of the best things. Your dad tried to put the Xboard on. I was like, I couldn't figure out how to work it at all.
I'm sure.
I couldn't.
Okay, I'm sure. Don't doubt you.
God, be stupid.
Yeah.
Not the call,
man. You said it. Minesweeper is a great game in Windows 95 to try. Unlike Windows 8, MS-DOS games are fully compatible, so no need for the DOS box.
But here's my next question. What can you run on it besides these games?
Nothing.
Like, yeah, like nothing can go on this.
Additionally, Windows 95 uses significantly less resources like a hard disk space. So my hard drive went from 475 gigabytes out of 500 gigabytes with Windows 8 to 499 gigabytes out of 500 gigabytes with Windows 95.
Lots of room there.
So much less space. Some other useful features in Windows 95 are disk defragging for defragging your device.
Yep, I remember that.
And SanDisk for checking disk errors.
Don't remember that, but I'm sure.
The thing I love most with Windows 95 is the simplicity. There is no other interface.
Yeah, you can't run nothing else on it. I know that because your dad was saying, Niles, you can't keep using this. It's 2000. You can't use 95 anymore, whatever year it was. I was like, but it's so easy. Yeah, we get it, but you can't use it anymore.
And not a bucket load of apps pre-installed. Windows 95...
Oh, there was. It just can't work anymore.
Windows 95 is overall a great OS, and I highly recommend it.
Yeah. I don't understand. Like, who does that anymore?
Nobody. This guy. Okay. 5 stars.
5 stars.
And I can't read you the description.
Okay.
When I first came to America, my English did cause me problems. In Soviet Russia, I was a strong teacher.
In Mother Russia, we drank pure potatoes for vodka.
My English, I was a strong teacher. My English, I know, is the best in all
of Russia. Mother Russia.
Wherever the fuck she's from. Petropavlovsk.
God bless you.
Yeah. My brother, Mikhail, he said to me,
your
Nikolai,
English is the best English in all of the land.
You go to America. They make you rich like Caesar. Take many women as lover. Kill many bear.
What is he scissoring?
Yes. Many women.
Oh. You know he's going to be rich like scissors. I just didn't know what he was going to do after
that. My brother, he is very wise, is the greatest toy maker in all of Russia. Is that you?
I don't know, but I got to meet this guy. My Russian ain't not so good.
It's okay. You make love.
Toy maker. Give me toys.
So next day, I wake up, sell my house, say goodbye to the wife and children. They didn't take it with her. Sold the house.
He's going to make love. Wait a minute, stop. He's going to be making love to a lot of women.
Oh, you're right. You can't have your wife and kids.
I am
like, Daddy, he sold the house.
Daddy. What, Nikolai Jr.? What? You know, watch. Turn your head away. I'm having passionate love with other women.
And go to America and become a millionaire. Then in America, I go to job interview, and they say to me, Nikolai, you're not for the job here. Your skills, you are not the skills we need. Your English is poor like child. I take the man and smash his table. I say, someday I'll be the greatest man in all of the country. Your children will wish me their father. That day,
I already do.
That day, my anger is best of me. It is then I know I must learn better English.
Easiest thing to read in my whole life. This is going so smooth. Like, where's Tina with the teeth?
So I buy this thing. Now I am perfect English grammar.
Oh gosh. Oh,
I am perfect English
grammar. No, I heard it.
I write a letter to Mikhail. He wrote back, Nikolai, your English is like God. You'll be a millionaire soon. All of the fuck he's from is proud of you. Good luck, brother. Please send letter when you are president. Maybe Caesar. Ha ha ha. Also, your wife is killed by a bear.
Yeah, you laughing at the wife. What about the daughter?
So I say, thanks, Mr. Woods, for blank. When I am Caesar, your family would be spared. Ha 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 ha. Is joke.
Okay. I'm definitely going with the 1980 spell checker. Remember those?
Yeah, it's not. It's English grammar for dummies.
Perfect. I was close. Okay. Except that it's not a machine that's going to spell it out for you.
Nope.
Oh no.
By the way, your wife got killed by a bear. Yeah.
Oh, that's common in my country. Stupid bear.
1 star. There are no wolves in the movie.
All right, it's that I know with DiCaprio.
Yeah, the wolf on Wall Street.
Wolf. Yeah, I'd be pissed too. There's no wolf on the
goddamn. 5 stars. All right, this is the last one.
Last one.
My girlfriend and I were on the verge of breaking up because I would keep her awake at night with my constant blank. Not anymore. Consider this relationship saved. This blank is so silent. She will sometimes forget I'm even home and invite her lover over. He's a pretty cool guy.
Oh. So silent? Mm-hmm. Wasn't one of those like breathing things?
Mm-mm.
No.
It's a computer mouse. A silent computer mouse.
Because the clicking was keeping her up?
I do have to say, I'm a light sleeper.
I gotta say, if her lover's coming over and clicking, I'm sure she can hear the click of the mouse.
Right. When in the summers we'd all share a room, so that way like the AC. Oh, the pig's on you! It is.
Thanks for being calm about it too. I leaned forward too because I thought it was behind me. Oh my god!
Oh my god.
She peed her pants, so we have to go. Why you give me a tissue? I didn't do anything. You want me to kill it?
Mm-hmm.
How did I get over there? I swear.
Thanks for being calm.
I know. Oh my god, it's on you! You were so like, oh my god!
Jesus Christ, I can't breathe.
It's like the movie Aliens. You're fucked!
Oh.
Like, thanks. Thanks, Jesse.
Oh my god.
Best life ever. I'm so glad it landed on me, not you. I was the one that's been paranoid about the damn thing. You're like, that's fine. She was like, it didn't eat him. He's fine.
God damn it.
Oh, wait a minute. No one can hear you. No one can hear me because I took off my microphone.
That's okay.
No, they can hear me.
Right.
I'm too loud. I've heard them half the time. I'm like,
all right.
okay,
So
perfect.
That's the end of that.
That's the end of that since I got molested by a stink bug. Oh my god!
That's what the title was going to be.
Niles. Molested by. Okay, we gotta go.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.